Caveman, make doors. Weld metal, stick hard. Hot.
You have to remove the roof on your car to get to the fuel pump. Like, it's not.
I'll bet you 20 bucks.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take 20 bucks that it's not going to be lighter than the original Lykan.
20 bucks says it is. What's up, people? The Lykan is now going like this, which means if it doesn't care, I don't care. We're going totally off the cuff today to talk about everything that's going on. You guys, can you see them in the background? They just say things all day. Yeah? So, Caveman, make doors. Weld metal, stick hard. Hot.
Yes.
Okay, and windshield, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so I think it bears saying that we're all having a pretty good time here right now.
Yeah.
People are sticking around. You've put in some silly hours recently.
Yeah, I've spent most weekends here working on these things and working on getting this mounted and starting the structure on the rear section and been doing a lot of welding.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And everybody's been putting a silly amount of time into the little stuff, like fixing composites, getting all this ready and all.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dan, what do you think? This is harder because it's kind of like taking dinosaur bones and trying to make a new dinosaur out of them.
Yeah. And the bones were like wrong.
Yeah. Hang on, I'm coming over there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, except the dinosaur.
This is like reassembling a dinosaur, but we're like not working with a good dinosaur skeleton. We're like working
A freshly dead one.
Well,
it was like a dinosaur. It was like one of the dinosaurs that got hit directly by the meteor, and now we're trying to like. Piece
Oh, that's
together.
true. Yeah.
Right.
Building this Lykan is like trying to build a fresh dinosaur out of the Jurassic Park dinosaurs that had too much frog DNA after they've been fossilized and hit by the meteor.
Yeah.
yeah.
That sounds fair enough.
That's fair.
How much less time do you think it would take if we had brand new panels?
We would have been done by now.
Would we?
Yeah.
It would all be mounted. Yeah.
It'll be worth it though.
I can't tell you how much time I spent trying to twist that door straight after it had gotten jumped a couple of times and building the structure so that door wasn't a twisty piece of crap. So things like that have been pretty much like the defining feature of this project is something's twisted or it's broken. How do we fix it? You know?
Yeah.
Right.
So
yeah. Oh man. So where are we?
we're getting there. That's where we are.
No, that's not a good enough answer. Where are we?
We're right here.
We're here.
Right here is where we're gonna stick our windshield. Hopefully this week. I need to get some bolts sunk through here. I have a little support structure underneath.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Is it down further, or is it not in there?
It does go down more.
Okay.
Yeah. And
Trust
then
us.
So when's the windshield go in?
sometime this week.
So this car is kind of a freak.
Right.
Because they utilized a Porsche front section, which is a purposely built car, but not to have a windshield like this.
Right.
So what is the weirdest quirk and feature of this car if you need to work on stuff underneath it?
Yeah, so the windshield and like this panel has to be easily removable.
Yeah.
Because there's like fuel pump stuff, AC fill and discharge lines over there, like, and even the washer fluid there. So,
Yeah, well, we can move that.
We'll move stuff like that, and the AC is pretty accessible with that panel.
Yeah.
But for the fuel stuff,
right, it's worth having all of this be easily removable.
Yeah, so here's the thing. Like many supercars that have evolved, like Ferraris in the 1980s, Stunt. You had to split the car in half and like move mountains and like the gravitational orbit of Venus to be able to just change some belts.
Yeah.
So the one oddity about this car, everything else is very accessible. We made it that way.
Yeah.
But you would literally have to remove the roof skin, unbolt that, unseal that, unbolt the clamping for the windshield underneath there with the weather stripping, and then unbolt all the support to remove that to get to this.
Yep.
Which is not the worst thing in the world.
It's not terrible because we made this
out
pretty
there.
easily accessible.
Yeah.
But
Right.
what would you say if someone just out of the blue told you you have to remove the roof on your car to get to the fuel pump? Like, it's not. It's not.
That is funny.
Very common.
That is funny. Which actually is not that hard on this car, and you're not going to have to do that hardly ever. It's certainly a lot better in most supercars. Yeah. But that's the one oddity of this build, right?
Speaking of which, this is all fully mounted now, which is good.
Yeah, I see that. It's really nicely done too.
Yeah.
That is
So the leading edge
serious.
of this roof panel is bolted through to the frame.
Yes.
We've got tabs on the windshield bar that I've bent around here that are bolted through and bonded to this roof structure. So the leading edge is held in nice and tight, so no air is going to get up under it once we seal the windshield in. And then the back section is bolted through to the fiberglass roof skin that is in turn bolted to this panel here. So honestly, like we were talking about, if you have to take the roof off, it's like 9 or 10 bolts, I think, and
the weather seals.
And the weather seals, and she pops right off. Because we're going to need to put a gasket in there between the two windshields and work with a couple of other things, but otherwise it's coming together pretty well. So.
Yes, so obviously your door's hinging, you're going to work on the gas struts and all the final stuff, but tell us what's going on with the rear, because that's what you're doing.
So that's going to be the next mountain to climb. Currently, this is all just sitting on the car. None of this has any structure yet. The bumper and the rear are just kind of jacked up so that we can kind of model it and figure out where the structure is going to go.
And as a note, since Mid-Ohio canceled our test day in June, we throttled back so that we could put in more details.
Correct, yeah.
So instead of like rushing forward to get the car ready for testing, we now have more time, so it'll be even more of a final product when we do test.
Yeah.
Which is going to be July now. So sorry about that, guys, but the test day got canceled.
Yeah.
And I have to make a point. We're not going to go to some track day. There's a number of track days going on at little road tracks all around America and the Midwest. But the problem is they have like beginner, intermediate, and expert level. And expert level is by no means a racing test day. It's still waiting for point buys.
Yeah.
And I don't want to risk a fast one-off car in a in a very novice environment like that. It needs to be a legitimate racing type test day where you can do something seriously.
Or you're waiting for point buys from
you're just risking your car and you're not getting good data and it's a disaster. I'm sorry, continue though. So we're not doing that.
Yes.
So you're on this now.
So we are going to build, there's a couple of different ideas getting knocked around about how exactly we're going to do it, but the general gist is that we're going to have some sort of tube frame structure underneath the roof, this rear section here, and this is getting permanently bolted in. Like the Lykan,
it'll be removable.
It'll be removable, but it's not going to be hinged like the Lykan is, for saving weight and for saving complexity for people who want to work on it in the future.
Well, and truth be told, there's no need for this clamshell to open.
No, yeah.
It would be adding complexity and weight for no reason.
Correct, yeah.
The circumstances at which you'd actually have to access anything under here are so infrequently, it'd be silly. We can make this removable and you can access the front of the engine from the cockpit or underneath, but there's no need.
Yeah, we do plan on making this removable because then you'll be able to take the top roof cover off and then inside...
I mean the top engine cover.
Or the top engine cover, that's what I mean. Yeah, I was looking at the roof. But and then the front engine cover is actually accessible from in the cab. So yeah, there's no reason for this big clamshell to come off. And like I said before, it saves us weight in hinges and latches and complexity of trying to make a structure to keep this from flexing when it hinges open. It makes it easier for us and it makes the car lighter. So this is going to be bolted in place, and then we're going to figure out some sort of support for the rear section as well.
Well, and there's probably going to be some bonding of tubular structure in here.
There's going to be a bunch of tubular structure in the back because it's going to also have to look really nice because you're going to be able to see it through the screen.
This is also sitting low and not in its final position. Okay, so that's really good. And obviously we have the spoiler that goes here that electrode actuates.
Yes.
Yeah. And the thing about where this is going right now, do you think we're going to be able to make this lighter than the original Lykan Hypersports?
No.
You don't?
I don't think so. I genuinely don't. But I think we're going to be able to stay as heavy or as light or lighter than the Boxster that it originally came from.
I bet otherwise. I think we're going to be able to make it somewhat lighter than the original Lykans.
Okay. We'll do our best.
I'll bet you $20.
Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take $20 that it's not going to be lighter than the original Lykan.
$20 says it is. Finished product with fluids.
Yeah.
Can't call it like Jeep style and take the doors off.
Yeah. No, we're going to call it,
All right. Okay, so anyway, that's that. So what else? Should we see FNG's taillights?
Yeah, he's been coming along with the taillights pretty good.
Yeah, Ryan.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought you were going to have these done for this video.
They would be if I didn't have some...
I'm bugging you. Do you want a quiet area to put that in? That seems kind of precise.
That's pretty good right there.
I don't want to... You're doing a final product here. I don't want to put you out.
Yeah, no, that's good. I've been getting pretty good with putting this tape on. I practice on the other light inside there, but...
So may I show them the lenses?
Yes, yeah, we can put the lenses on here.
So Ryan's been laser cutting lenses out. for the tail lights. They're not finished. That one has to be media blasted to be essentially frosted to diffuse the light. But this is quite beautiful. And the edge, I don't know if you can see the edge of it, but it's just gorgeous. So Ryan really brought some serious talent with working all of the computer-aided machines. And not just doing cardboard-aided drafting now.
Yeah. Although it did all start with the cardboard.
That's true. That's true. And you could have handmade these, but by utilizing the laser, you're able to make these lenses perfect.
Yeah, like they fit perfect in there.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Obviously, it's not finished. The outside has to be finished off, but you do have the two pieces bonded together here, and the LEDs are sitting in it. You guys saw this illuminate in the last ones, but this is going to be nice. Obviously, this transparent part here will be diffused, and it will light up in amber, so that's going to be that.
Yep. Yeah.
You put a little light.
Yeah.
It's not diffused yet, but it's pretty good. I see you started to put the reflective tape in here on the sides.
Yes, up here I have it on both sides, and then I was just getting around the outside here before I put it around.
That's awesome.
But
and then obviously when you have the lights in there nicely and you diffuse the light, it'll be even better.
Yep.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, right on, man. So you are going to have the taillights finished next week, is that right?
Yes,
Fully?
as long as I'm able to print this piece.
No. There's no as long as. If it goes wrong, you have to have a contingent to get them done. I'm already giving you an extra week from when you said you would.
I know.
No. I'm telling you, it's like racing, man. You got to get it because we got to do the headlights. So what happened was you printed this piece perfectly, and it has the ridges for the edges, but this one skitzed out at like 97% complete.
Yep, this one skitzed out at 97% complete.
Did you run out of plastic or what happened?
No, the plastic was there. What happened is it just didn't want to feed properly. I still haven't figured out entirely why, but yeah, it was something with either the spool or the feeding mechanism on the printer.
Can this be salvaged?
Not really. I could try to go in.
It doesn't have the edge, but we could still bond it and then build up the edge by hand.
We could, but it wouldn't fit as well with the lens because the lenses are cut specifically off the model that this is printed around.
I understand, but you still have it here and you still have it here to locate it.
We could. Theoretically, we could, or I could go through the G code and figure out where it stopped and try to print from there.
That might be too hard to do precisely.
Yeah, because I'd have to find the exact layer height and have to count however many layers there are going up to
Yeah,
this
forget
point.
that. You'd be better off just reprinting one of these.
Yeah.
Okay, that sounds good. So when are you gonna do this one?
Once I might have to run actually out to Micro Center to buy filament for it because this was the last spool of the PLA.
Of course it was.
Yes.
All right, do they have more at Micro Center?
They should. I'm going to double check today, and then if they do, maybe run out there tonight or something. Maybe go to the one in Columbus, or if the only problem is they're only.
Oh, it's a long way away, dude.
It's either Columbus or Menor.
Instead of doing that, you need to order it and you need to have extra. And then if you're waiting for that, then you need to utilize your time here on other things so your motion always keeps going forward.
Or I could print it in PETG. I have some of that at home.
Will that match up with this well and give you similar properties in color?
It'll be very similar color. It's also in black.
You need to do it right.
Yeah, it's actually very similar to PLA. It's a little bit more heat resistant, but.
Well, fair enough, but like you need to keep everything consistent.
Yes,
okay.
I agree.
All right, let's see what everybody else is doing. There's all kinds of people behind the scenes from the Lykan. Race people, what are you doing?
At the moment, I'm just getting a few things cleaned up because I believe pretty much after we're done filming here, we're going to start this thing up and take it through another heat cycle.
Because it was leaking last time and now you want to see if it doesn't?
Yes, exactly. Make sure things don't leak before you take it to a track.
Very cool. All right, that sounds good. And then let's see what you guys are doing.
Correcting wiring.
Wiring? What are you monkeys doing over here?
I'm trying to figure out how to exactly calculate fuel and consumption.
Ooh, I dig that. So this is starting to look like that really terrible Superman movie in the 80s, like 2 or 3, where there was a
Which one
machine.
wasn't terrible?
And then somebody got sucked into the machine. There was loads of wires. That's all I remember.
Yeah, it's pretty much how it is. Basically, like a lot of these harnesses were initially for like testing and for getting it running.
Yeah.
We're just bound up underneath and like zip tied out of the way.
Yeah.
And then now we're getting to the part where we make it a proper harness so it actually goes where it needs to go and doesn't have excessive wire.
I dig that. So you guys are just on this because those guys are finalizing the Lykan stuff and there can only be so many people on it?
Right.
That's cool. This will be fun. Brian, do you want to share your secret now that you found out about this car for the people who watch it? We'll do it next time in the next Omega video. How about that? Okay, cool. All right, you guys. So I hope you enjoyed seeing the Lykan and where it's at. Just kind of want to do off-the-cuff update because I know some of you are hardcore addicted to the Lykan build. It is going very well. This is the stage where it seems like it takes kind of forever and big things don't happen, but it's getting really close to a lot of things being done. Obviously, Ryan with the taillights, those will go on soon. When the structure of the rear happens and it's mounted, then that's the moment all this stuff can get really hugely refined. The car can run and drive right now, but we really got to take that time and get it refined and nice before it goes out. We were kind of crossing our fingers. Maybe we take it along with us to Road America to the Hawk. I don't know if it'll be ready quite for that time, but it will be under power in July. We just throttled back a little bit after our test days got canceled at Mid-Ohio. But certainly looking forward to get back out, and I hope you guys come back next time. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and naturally that you will subscribe, but please click that bell so I can continue to bring you wholesome and entertaining automotive content. Also, a huge thanks to Avalon King Ceramic Coating. They're supporting this channel and making this all possible. But more importantly, I'm looking forward to using it on all of my vehicles, including my old dirt bike. Ceramic coating bonds directly to the surface of your paint, trim, and plastics to give a long-lasting shine that beats all waxes. It lasts for years and it's easy to maintain. I've got it on my Viper right now, and my car has never looked this good. So give them a try. Again, thanks for watching, and I look forward to see you next time.